Right, I'd like to go ahead and open up the Tuesday, July 2nd, 2019 Warrenton Board of Alderman meeting. If you would, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, republic for which one nation, God, justice for all. Next item up will be the consent agenda.
We have the regular meeting minutes from June 18th, 2019.
I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda items as submitted. So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Shell Harvey, seconded by Alderman Deloy. Roll call vote.
Alderman Deloy,
Yes.
Alderman Schultz is absent. Alderman Shell Harvey,
Yes.
Alderman Dyer,
Yes.
Alderman Ock,
Yes.
Alderman Miller is absent.
Motion passes 4-0 with 2 absent. Next will be hearing from the public. If anybody would like to come to the mic, state your name. We'll give you 5 minutes to speak. Not seeing anybody, we'll move on. Next will be the Board of Alderman comments.
Yeah, I do have a comment. If anybody's listening in the public, Operation Food Search out of St. Louis, Agape, and the Warren County R3 school system are delivering free meals for anybody 18 and under in the community to deal with food insecurity issues. They're delivering. They have meals at the thrift store. They have meals at the food pantry, but they're also going out to, I think it's Bruner Park in Truesdale. They're going out to Andorra. They're going out to Paddock Fields, and one other one I'm missing. So if you know people whose children are dealing with food insecurity issues, I think it's a great opportunity. They'll be doing this throughout the whole month of July.
Okay, sorry. Anybody else? All right. The only comment I want to make is, well, if Brad was here, I'd like to thank his crew. I know a lot of crews and even police are out doing a lot of functions today, or in the heat. But they had a 2-man crew working on the beautification of the city hall, and in the sweltering heat, they did a great job. I think what they've done so far, I really like. I don't know if any of you guys noticed that coming in, but hats off to them. They're really out there working it and doing really well. I think it makes it
Really nice.
Next, we'll hear from City Administrator Terry Thorne.
My first item for you this evening is just to discuss ordinances that are later on the agenda for approval tonight. There are 2 of those, and they both deal with property maintenance type issues and building code. The first is to delete sections of our code that we had put in place that dealt specifically with property maintenance related to mobile homes. Now that we have changed our code to incorporate more of the property maintenance items, that is no longer necessary because we'll apply the same code to the mobile homes that we're applying to everything else. So we're removing those sections. The second is the building code related to the enforcement section, and we are adding the code enforcement officer to be able to do the functions of a building inspector as well, because as the code read, the building inspector was the only one who could deal with dangerous building type issues, or if they find really unsanitary places in inspections. The code enforcement officer didn't have that ability, so we're adding them in there so that they can address the items that they find as a course of their regular job function. So those 2 ordinances are on for later on tonight for approval. I just wanted you to be aware of what they were.
Are we still short 1 employee in building enforcement or inspection? Or are we are full staffed? Okay, good.
The next thing I have is a request for approval for a supplement to CMT Engineering's contract for the North Highway 47 sidewalk project. we are adding the right-of-way acquisition services piece. Originally, we talked about that, but we wanted to look at some other companies because the original proposal we got, we felt like was really higher than what we wanted to pay. So we are going to add the services of O.R. Cullen, who is a right-of-way acquisition firm out of St. Charles. They're well-versed in meeting all of the MoDOT requirements, which we will have to follow on each one of these potentially 37 pieces of private property that we need to obtain to get this project accomplished. That contract amount is $115,251.28, which brings the total upper limit of the CMT contract to $430,205.95.
I'll entertain a motion to approve this supplement to CMT engineering contract for the row acquisition services in the amount of $115,251.28.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Alderman Deloy, seconded by Alderman Shell Harvey. Roll call vote.
Alderman Shell Harvey?
Yes.
Alderman Dyer?
Yes.
Alderman Ock?
Yes.
Alderman Deloy.
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0 with two absent.
All I have for you this evening. Thank you.
Next, we'll hear from the Director of Operations, Brandy Walters.
Good evening. The first thing I have is my monthly administration report. On there, you'll see we did have a few accidents this past month, 2 of which were police cars with deer. So those are getting processed. So it's just property damage. We didn't have any actual injuries. Claims.
One of which I believe the deer decided to take out our car, not our car, take out the deer.
Yes.
I believe it was right in the side. I saw 2 dents in the passenger and the passenger door and the rear passenger door.
Is it time to start doing something about the overpopulation of deer within the city limits?
Do we want to open that door?
Yeah, well.
Or by your house, you may want to.
We said that, once it started becoming, I think, a problem with like that we might address it. I know St. Louis County is, and I'll go back to my front yard the morning that there was 23 of them out in my front yard, so it's not getting any better.
They seem to.
They feel safe. They feel too safe, I think, within the city.
Well, right in that corridor where you live too, it just seems like that's a huge population area. And I know it's a wooded area.
They follow that creek along there, is what it is.
And they feed a lot in the yards.
I thought you had a sign up in your yard saying "Deer Welcome."
Yeah.
Tomato plants, they're gone. Roses, they're gone. I mean, flowers, they're gone. Jana Todd's, I think, had the same problem at her house. So it's.
Janet could take pictures of them and make some money off them.
She has taken pictures of them. So I don't know. Maybe the city attorney ought to look into what kind of ordinances they're doing in St. Louis County on them. I mean, I got 3 acres over there. I'd love to turn somebody loose with a crossbow.
No, I'd have to agree with you. Maybe we need to make the attorney work a little bit and find some,
So-
look into that.
But
If you guys only knew the amount of time I have spent of my life in St. Louis County dealing with deer populations between the people that want to feed them and the people that don't want them on the road. There's a lot of options. You can allow people to hunt their own property. You can allow people to contract with the city. I will tell you, most of the law enforcement agencies are happy to take care of the deer population with bow hunting. So if it's something you want to look into, we can put it on a future discussion topic if
Adam's getting eager here.
you want to get into it. But maybe we'll kind of look at some stuff staff-wise and bring something back informally.
I know that was, I think, the last comment I remember hearing about it was when it started becoming an issue with vehicles and et cetera on the roads, that we would may have to do something, so. I don't
I don't know, Mike, as long as they stay in your yard, I don't think we have an issue, do we?
know. What?
As long as they stay in your yard, I don't think we have an issue.
Well, yeah, that's fine, but what happens when I hit one in my driveway? That's gonna be the,
Gary put up a 20-foot fence. You don't have to worry about no deer.
Well, actually, there is one that lives along the draw where the train track goes through. He's probably out in the neighborhood every morning.
Oh, really? I'm
Yep.
sorry, Brandy, I
That's-
kind of stole the thunder there.
that's
Go ahead.
okay.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. The other thing that I have on that report that I just wanted to point out was we have been doing some officer interviews. We're still 2 officers down. We still have an opening for a meter reader and an activities coordinator.
You promising,
Some more interviews now for officers.
excellent. Oh, I guess I should have put that back in the mayor's comments. I'm going to interrupt for a minute. Just so the board's aware, the governor put out that the 5th, he declared as a state holiday to kind of give off for state workers. The Missouri Supreme Court backed it, so we have now instituted this year for July 5th as a holiday, so the city workers will be off July 5th as well, 4th and 5th. Yeah. I figured if the governor's going to be willing to give it, we should be looking into it and considering it too, so we went ahead with it.
Thank you. The next thing that I have is from the tourism meeting, from Tourism Commission. They are making a request that we pay out the $15,000 for fireworks and $600 for an interstate sign for Relax Inn, for a total of $15,600.
Any questions on that?
No.
I'll entertain a motion to approve the recommendations of the Tourism Commission in the amount of $15,600.
Moved.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Ock, seconded by Alderman Dyer. Roll call vote.
Alderman Dyer?
Yes.
Alderman Ock?
Yes.
Alderman Deloy,
Yes.
Alderman Shell Harvey?
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0 with 2 absent.
That is all that I have, but I have 2 things for Dana. Unfortunately, she's not here tonight.
Okay.
The first thing is the AP in the amount of $520,782.96.
Questions on that? Oh, this is a chance to really get Brandy and maybe stump her. She is so nice to you. I'll entertain a motion to approve the accounts payable in the amount of $520,782.96.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Deloy, seconded by Alderman Shell Harvey. Roll call vote.
Alderman Ock?
Yes.
Alderman Deloy,
Yes.
Alderman Shell Harvey?
Yes.
Alderman Dyer?
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0 with 2 absent.
And the last thing that I have for this evening is Dana's financial report for the month.
Questions on that?
And tell you that sales tax at the end of June, compared to budget, is going to be 1.6% below budget, $40,800. So it's going to be very close.
Other questions? We'll move on. Next will be the very busy Chief of Police with all the CALIA approvals here. That's
I
our,
would,
I
I would
guess,
refer to
policy.
that as a litany.
Yeah, it's a litany. I agree.
I have 10 general orders on for your approval. They're hazmat awareness, media access, domestic violence, field training, mental health issues, OC aerosol, military reintegration, recruit sponsorship, use of police batons, and police records management. Questions about any of those, I'll be happy to answer them.
Are there any questions? I'll entertain a motion to approve the policies as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Shell Harvey, seconded by Alderman Dyer. Roll call vote.
Alderman Deloy,
Yes.
Alderman Shell Harvey?
Yes.
Alderman Dyer?
Yes.
Alderman Ock?
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0 with 2 absent.
I have.
All right, thank you.
Before we get to bills to ordinance, can I ask Terry, on the, where the, Rural King's going, there's a lot of utility work going on there. Is that related to Rural King, or is that just stuff they're doing through the corridor there? Because there must be 5 or 6 Ameren trucks there at any given time.
It's related to the Rural King utilities and that work.
Okay.
I think there may be some moving some things out of the way and then relocating some other things to better service them.
Next will be bills to ordinance. I'll entertain a motion for the first reading of bill number 30-19.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Ock, seconded by Alderman Shell Harvey.
Ordinance amending section 700.120 of the municipal code of the city of Warrenton, Missouri, establishing rates for sewer service within and outside the corporate limits of the city of Warrenton.
I'll entertain a motion for the second reading and passage of bill number 30-19.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Alderman Deloy, seconded by Alderman Shell Harvey.
Ordinance amending section 700.120 of the municipal code of the city of Warrenton, Missouri, establishing rates for sewer service within and outside the corporate limits of the city of Warrenton.
Roll call vote.
Alderman Shell Harvey.
Yes.
Alderman Dyer.
Yes.
Alderman Ock.
Yes.
Alderman Deloy.
Yes.
I'll entertain a motion for the first reading of bill number 31-19.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Alderman Shell Harvey, seconded by Alderman Deloy.
Ordinance amending section 705.210 of the municipal code of the city of Warrenton, Missouri, establishing rates for the use and consumption of water within and outside the corporate limits of the city of Warrenton.
I'll entertain a motion for the second reading and passage of bill number 31-19.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Alderman Deloy, seconded by Alderman Shell Harvey.
Ordinance amending section 705.210 of the municipal code of the city of Warrenton, Missouri, establishing rates for the use and consumption of water within and outside the corporate limits of the city of Warrenton.
Roll call vote.
Alderman Dyer.
Yes.
Alderman Ock.
Yes.
Alderman Deloy.
Yes.
Alderman Shell Harvey.
Yes.
This is 4-0 with 2 absent. I'll entertain a motion for the first reading of bill number 32-19.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Ock, seconded by Alderman Shell Harvey.
An ordinance amending chapter 500 of the municipal code by deleting section 500.355 and 500.360 regarding international property maintenance code for mobile and or manufactured homes adopted.
I'll entertain a motion for the second reading and passage of bill number 32-19.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Deloy, seconded by Alderman Dyer, sorry.
An ordinance amending Chapter 500 of the Municipal Code by deleting Section 500.355 and 500.360 regarding International Property Maintenance Code for mobile and or manufactured homes adopted.
Roll call vote.
Alderman Ock.
Yes.
Alderman Deloy.
Yes.
Alderman Shell Harvey.
Yes.
Alderman Dyer.
Yes.
Bill passes 4-0 with 2 absent. I'll entertain a motion for the first reading of bill number 33-19.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Shell Harvey, seconded by Alderman Dyer.
Ordinance amending Section 505.040 of Chapter 500 of the Municipal Code of the City of Warrenton, Missouri relating to building inspector.
I'll entertain a motion for the second reading and passage of bill number 33-19.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Deloy, seconded by Alderman Dyer.
Ordinance amending Section 505.040 of Chapter 500 of the Municipal Code of the City of Warrenton, Missouri relating to building inspector.
Roll call vote.
Alderman Dyer.
Yes.
Alderman Shell Harvey.
Yes.
Alderman Ock.
Yes.
Alderman Deloy.
Seeing if we were paying attention.
Bill passes 4-0 with 2 absent. And I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion made was by Alderman Shell Harvey, seconded by Alderman Dyer, and we are adjourned.